Kia ora, I'm Barbara. We're here in the Wairarapa and I'm so excited to be able to share something of our very special small region with you today. We are a small region, we're bursting with character and there's a real sophisticated country warmth here that connects with our very top-class wine and food experiences. We have real diversity though. It completely contrasts with our very wild, dramatic coastline. We're so close to Wellington, we're only an hour northeast, so getting here can be on a guided tour or self-drive. If you're coming from the north, you'd be coming down from Hawke's Bay along State Highway 2. We're actually at the heart of the classic New Zealand wine trail, which is a self-drive route, really fantastic for those who are interested in wine and food experiences. So the classic New Zealand wine trail connects Hawke's Bay, the Wairarapa, Wellington and Marlborough. There's a road less travelled, so really easy driving and fantastic wine and food experiences. We have 5 towns in our region, small towns and villages that are really worth exploring. Masterton, Carterton, Greytown, Featherston and Martinborough. They're all close together, they're all different and they have neat little hidden gems to explore as you travel through this region. Something really neat to do here is to meet our passionate producers, farmers, winemakers, cheese makers, chocolate makers. Really get to meet the people actually producing these beautiful, beautiful products here in this region. A neat way to do this is with a green jersey explorer tour with Stuart. Let's go and say g'day. I'm here with Stuart from Green Jersey Explorer Tours and I find myself on a very weird red contraption.
Welcome to our Kobe, Barb, the amazing 7-seater bicycle. Great fun to ride. Start off laughing, finish off laughing.
I'm sure this is only one of your bikes. Tell me about all the different bikes you've got and why you've got so many different bikes.
We've got 500 seats, so that's not 500 bikes, but we can have 500 people on bikes on any day, and we've probably got New Zealand's largest variety of different sorts of bikes, from the Kobe, single bikes, tandem bikes, anything you could imagine on wheels that you need to pedal. We've got so many because Martinborough is such a fabulous place to get around. It's surrounded by vineyards. We have nearly 23 cellar doors within a 4-kilometre radius of the town centre. That's unique in the world. And bikes are, quite frankly, the best way to get around. It's all flat. No light recycling, which is wonderful for people visiting from outside the region and outside the country.
I love the explorer term in your company name because exploring is something people want to do on holiday. What other things can they explore with you?
On Bike Hire Green Jersey offer guided tours around the vines, also out to Cape Palliser, and a little later on you're going to meet Joe out at Cape Palliser and he's going to tell you more about what we do out there. We take multi-day trips around the Wairarapa. A key product for us is called the Rimutaka Palliser Tour, where you'll ride parts of the Rimutaka Cycle Trail, one of New Zealand's 22 great rides, and explore really remote, exclusive territory from Cape Palliser through to Tora. We offer wine tours, I mentioned before, not just on bikes. Not everything we do is on bikes. We have passenger vehicles, so we can take small, intimate tours around family-owned vineyards where you get to meet the makers. So we're all about meeting the locals, all about having a really authentic local experience.
Fantastic. I'm really building up a bit of a thirst for a glass of wine. Shall we head to Palliser Estate?
Let's pop in and see them.
We're here at Palliser Estate with Clem. This is a really special village, isn't it? This is a genuine wine village. It's kind of what I love about the village, and I know you do too, the fact that it's tiny, that everyone is kind of involved in the wine industry. We've just cycled from the village a few minutes away and there are lots of little cellar doors scattered around. I think for a visitor it's a really special experience.
It is. I think it really has that sort of France or European sort of style of town with this little town centre, everything so close together. All the wineries side by side and the possibility of biking around.
Yeah, it's so easy to enjoy and so compact. And we haven't even talked about the wine. Tell me what's really special about the wine here.
There is something very special about Martinborough and also about the Wairarapa, and it's the type of soil we have here, which is very similar to what you'll find in Burgundy in France. There's that, but there's also the people behind the wine. And again, having this small town with this very close sort of wine industry makes our place even more special.
It's passionate, isn't it?
It is, yeah, people are.
And what about the varieties of wine?
Pinot Noir is what sort of put us on the wine map of the world, especially considering that we still make such a small amount of wine here in Martinborough. It's only about 1% of New Zealand wines. So it is the quality of the Pinot Noir produced here that has made us who we are today.
I know that people come actually from all over the world, especially to come to Martinborough because the wine is so special. Tell me about the Salador experience here at Palliser Estate.
Yes, so we do actually see people from all around the world. It's about 50-50 with like New Zealand and internationals. We offer wine tasting here all year long, every day of the year. We also have a restaurant on site in summer. So people sit on bean bags in the grass and just enjoy their time, the sun and a glass of wine, which is fantastic.
Clem, tell me what makes this wine so very special.
We believe in what we call terroir in French, and terroir is as much the climate, the place, the land, but it's also the people who work these lands and produce these wines, and so that's what makes wine very special. And we want our wines every year to be a true reflection of that, of our terroir. And you see Martinborough Pinot just has this amazing style and create the most amazing Pinot Noir. Earthiness on the nose, spices, a little bit peppery, and then you'll find these savory notes on the palate. It's fruity, plum, cherries, and very long-lasting finish with beautiful texture. It's a lovely wine. Try some.
Thank you. Well, it sounds delicious. Thank you. It's absolutely exquisite.
You're welcome.
I could actually stay here all afternoon, but I'm going to go and look at some accommodation.
Enjoy.
For a small region, we have an amazing selection of sophisticated accommodation, and that's because we're so close to Wellington, the capital city. Out on the coast, we have the absolutely gorgeous luxury lodge Wharekoho Country Estate. Here in Martinborough, we have 2 5-star properties, the Martinborough Hotel and Pepper's Parihua. We also have the Claremont Motels and Apartments. And in Masterton, our largest town, we have 100+ rooms at the Copthorne. Right now though, I'd love to go to Greytown to show you the White Swan Country Hotel. I'm at the White Swan Country Hotel in the main street of Greytown, and I'm with Rosie Rogers. Tell me about the rooms and about staying here.
We try to carry on that real rich Wairarapa hospitality experience, and right from the minute you walk in, we really look to celebrate that. We have 13 rooms here on site, so upstairs in the hotel, this hotel's a very traditional building that's got a really amazing character to it, and so we've tried to carry on that character throughout the rooms. Each room has an individual style and feel to it. So we've got, for example, the George Room, which is a really beautiful Victorian style. It's inspired by Governor George Grey, who founded Greytown here in the Wairarapa and who was a very influential man in his time. And upstairs in the rooms, we've got king-size beds. They're fully en-suited with their own kitchenettes. They've got Netflix TV and all the extras for a beautiful couple's getaway. And then behind the hotel, next adjacent to the park, we have 6 rooms. There's 3 studios and 3 suites. The studios have a small little kitchenette with the amenities and king-size beds, and they look out over this gorgeous park with these beautiful Greytown trees, which Greytown is so well known for.
And you've really given a beautiful place to get together as the lovely front sunny veranda. And I think this hotel sums up the classic New Zealand wine trail. It really does. It's a special place to stop and eat and stay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rosie.
Thanks, Barb.
We're in Greytown. This is a small town just an hour out of Wellington, and I live here, and I wanted to share a little bit of the wow factor with you today. This town is full of Victorian wooden buildings that have been beautifully restored. And what they have now are small independent stores, and it's really sophisticated shopping. Wellington women love to come. It's only an hour from Wellington. And they come and explore the bike shop, the book shop, the chocolate shop, the wine store, and beautiful clothing. It's right on State Highway 2, right at the heart of the classic New Zealand wine trail, and it's really special. Next stop for us is Cape Palliser. I'm here on the wild south coast with Joe from Green Jersey Explorer Tours. Joe, I know you have a deep love for this coast like I do, and it feels like to me there's a lot of history here, a history of people living here but also exploring here. Tell me more about this coast.
Yes, Barb. Well, of course, Kupe, the famous explorer who discovered New Zealand, was here around 1100. People have been exploring this wild coast ever since. It's got an immensely rich history in a Maori sense, and also was a place that was important to the European explorers who came around and used the coast as a highway. So we offer an intimate experience where you get inside the countryside and understand what's going on here and what's happening now and what's also happened in that last 1,000 years. Putangirua Pinnacles, of course, one of Peter Jackson's famous filming locations, Lord of the Rings. Beautiful, big, tall, pinnacle stalactite structures, a lot of geology, regenerating native New Zealand forests, quite spectacular. And then we have the New Zealand fur seal colony, which is bounded back in the last 50 years from the edge of extinction, when they were hunted for fur. You get up right in amongst them, all the little baby fur seals around Christmas are quite amazing. They don't mind us as humans being amongst them these days. We keep our distance, of course. Just the geology and the Maori history of the area is fascinating. Maori have been here for over 1,000 years and had industrial scale gardens along this coast, and looking where the old settlements were and that sort of thing is you don't see it if you just drive past in a flash.
So this is a coast with incredible history where people have explored for hundreds and hundreds of years. I'm going to carry on and explore around to Cape Palliser Lighthouse. Thanks, Joe. Good to see you.
See you later, Barb.
Isn't that amazing? Cape Palliser Lighthouse. I'm so thrilled we've been able to come here today and that we've had a look around the Wairarapa region together. I hope you've learned some things and learned a little bit more around our small region, so close to Wellington, at the heart of the classic New Zealand wine trail. On the inside of our region, it's wine and food and sophisticated accommodation and gorgeous little interesting villages to explore. Yet on the outside, look at this big dramatic coast, so different. A place where people have lived and explored for hundreds and hundreds of years under big dark skies. I look so forward to seeing your clients here, and thank you very much for spending some time and learning about the Wairarapa.